This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
We are your Morning X. Crash Clark is here on traffic. We have a show quiz coming up. Just a few minutes away from somebody getting a shot at $1,000 from getinthering.com. And the ticket window this week, it's pretty special. It's got a couple of things in it. We'll get to that and reveal it right around 7:40. Let's sleaze. First, brought to you by McDonald's. Support local business owners and entrepreneurs in your neighborhood by visiting a nearby McDonald's today.
Lots of sleaze, Barnes, but just to confuse you a little bit more, did you know that there was a Creative Arts Emmy Awards that happened over the weekend?
Why do they bury those just in the middle of nowhere?
It's a 2-night event, but it's actually going to air next weekend. This is where they hand out, like, the technical awards, the special guest awards. I was really confused until I saw it all, but I guess I get it now. Julie Andrews finally picking up a win for Outstanding Character Voiceover in Bridgerton. I didn't even know about that because Fram's not a Bridgerton person, but Sean Hatosi from The Pit, Bryan Cranston from The Studio, because, you know, he had a cameo there, Juliana Nicholson from Hacks, Merritt Weaver from Severance. All of that was happening over the weekend, and of course, it will air next week, now that I've confused you even more. All right, I know that this is going to really excite you. And actually, maybe you said something to me about this. The White Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
Season 4?
I totally did. Remember, I had a little birdie that gave me some information, and I said it was down to 2 places. It was down to this one in southern Mexico and one in southern France.
Well, it looks like they're going to France.
Yeah, for the location, for the next one.
Because they were saying, you know, they've been to all these different 4 seasons. Season 1, Hawaii, Italy, Season 2, Thailand, Season 3, and they've named a bunch of different hotels. I can send them to you. You can tell me which one you think
it's 4 seasons.
But,
no, I know which one it is.
But which one is it, though?
It's got some
is it the one
funny
near
name.
The French Riviera?
Something
Hotel Georges V?
No, that's in Paris.
Okay.
That's the big one. That's the biggest, it's Cap Ferrat or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I couldn't pronounce it. That's why I didn't say it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm probably saying it wrong, but that's the one. It's not the Georges V, which is in Paris.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay, did you realize that all these years we have been pronouncing Denzel Washington's name incorrectly?
But hold on, I saw that clip, and I don't know, he's saying that it's not correct, but that he adopted the incorrect saying, right?
That's exactly what he said. He was on Kimmel talking about how this name originated from his mother, Lennis. Listen, this is the explanation, and I kind of get it.
But I don't understand why this became a story when all he's saying is, you're right.
He's saying you're right, but in the beginning, it was not Denzel.
My name's pronounced Denzel.
Oh.
I'm Denzel Jr. My father's Denzel Hayes Washington Sr. I'm Denzel Hayes Washington Jr.
But the mom said it's going to be Denzel.
And he came back around with that, but it just wouldn't be the same because we like to say Denzel.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's his fault for putting that out there, not everybody else's, I think. The dude is angry. I'm telling you, Denzel is angry.
I'll tell you who might be angry after this story. I think the media is so out to get Ryan Reynolds. I really do. He was blasted online for the way he spoke to this kid reporter on the red carpet from Canadian TV station CTV. Now, listen, I want you to hear what the media is putting out there, which is pretty quick, and it does make him sound kind of mean.
What's your question for me, buddy? Nice to meet you. Let's get to the question.
Let's get to the question.
It's like, nice to meet you. Let's get to the question. Now, here's the longer version, where I actually don't think he's being mean. I don't know. You make the call.
Oh, what's that? Hi, little guy. What's up? What's going on? I know. It's like I'd get halfway down there and be like, I'm a monster. I know. I'm so sorry. What's your question for me, buddy?
Hi, Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Let's skip to the question.
Why is there so much Chipotle mayo on your Tim Hortons breakfast?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I wish I had some control over that. But you know what I can do? I can send a strongly worded letter to the chef over at Tim Hortons. Consider it done, young man. What's your name? Liam? Okay, Liam. I'll make it downright vicious. But I'm going to just say it's from you, though.
Isn't that funny, the way they can take a clip and make you sound like such a jerk, and in reality, he was being overly friendly.
Overly friendly. Hey, little buddy. I mean, the media is so vicious for that couple just in general. All right, there's so much Charlie Sheen to unpack. Because, you know, they got the Netflix special all about his life. A lot has been revealed. He is opening up to Michael Strahan about his sex addiction and publicly revealing he was HIV positive in 2015.
You are very frank about your sex life.
Right.
From hiring sex workers.
Right.
You testified against Hollywood Madam Heidi Fleiss. You admitted you spent $53,000 for her services.
Well, that's what they knew of.
Yeah.
That's what they had on the book. So.
But do you think you were a sex addict?
Yeah. I mean, if to frame it like that, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you say sex went hand in hand with your drug use.
It did, yeah.
And wanting to try, as you framed it, quote, other side of the menu. Which for some people out there, man, what's the other side of the menu?
What's weird is he looks empty inside. It's very strange.
You have nailed it. I've watched all of these interviews with him online. There's like nothing there.
His eyes are empty, and he can't move his mouth really. It's weird.
Is he heavily medicated? What do you think it is?
That's a good guess. I don't know. I really thought it was odd. Like, he just seemed like he didn't have control of the nuances of muscles in your face. It was the strangest thing.
Well, his memoir, The Book of Sheen, comes out tomorrow, and then the Netflix doc, Charlie Sheen, premieres September 10th. So you're going to get a lot of Charlie Sheen this week, but I didn't realize the Bad Blood with John Cryer. Yeah, Cryer's talking about how he hasn't spoken with or answered Charlie Sheen's calls.
Have you found healing and forgiveness from where your anger was? Because technically you could have kept going for a really long time. And I imagine once he left the show that you felt the weight of the loss in a way.
Absolutely.
That continuing it could have kept you still angry at him because you're doing a lesser version of the show that you wanted to be doing.
Yeah, I had some frustration, mostly with the sort of persona he adopted after the show, the Tiger Blood persona. Just, I knew it was bullshit, and so hearing him just constantly spewing it was just like, shut up. At this point, I am, there's no point in maintaining anger about that kind of thing, and I am happy that he's doing well, and he's reached out a couple of times. I don't know that I'm comfortable being a part of his life, but
wow.
But I do wish him the best.
Yeah, I wish whenever they say that at the end, I wish him the best.
Yeah,
that's like, period. But what happened to that show, Ramble On? Which, remember that trailer that came out with the Entourage people?
I don't know. Where is that?
That was January or February. It was this big Charlie Sheen, Kevin Connolly, Kevin Dillon, Martin Sheen. It was something about how they were going to follow around these industry people and how they invented this podcast company. It was this big hurrah.
Maybe they're waiting till this gets through and, the premiere of this Netflix doc opens up. I'm not sure.
Home.
But I will say that when I was watching the John Cryer interview and I looked at comments from people were like, yeah, John Cryer, he propped you up for years. I was like, whoa, the backlash on John Cryer. I was like, what?
I don't know if he deserves that. I mean, that guy.
I know. I'm just saying people are so mean in the comment section.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Most people don't realize how much their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making billions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. All backed by 24/7 U.S.-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/secure. Protect yourself now at aura.com/secure.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.
Finally, Barnes, the Kelsey Brothers Garage Beer Company is now worth, cha-ching, $200 million.
Garage beer?
Yeah, Garage Beer. That's the line of light beers that they became co-owners of in June of 2024, valued at $200 million.
Wow.
The brand is on track to earn between $60 and $70 million just this year alone.
I did not know that. Did you see where a very famous band offered to be the wedding band for the wedding for Swift and Kelsey?
Somebody was telling me about this. Who was the band?
Foreigner. Offered
I want to know what love
play
is.
for the wedding. Ooh.
Wow, Charlie Sheen opening up about his past, including sexual experiences with men. He says he's not trying to hide anything, accepts full responsibility for all of his controversial behavior. Quote, I'm not a victim. Wow.
What's the other side of the menu? That's sleeping with men. But you said you're being honest about it now. But why did you keep it secret for so long?
It did come with a tremendous amount of extortion. And so at the time I was just like, all right, let's just pay to keep it quiet and just hope it just stays over there, make it go away. That videoed things or whatever and had stuff over me. So that was kind of held hostage. And then see how the world feels if people know that stuff. Because I've written a story all these years about, oh, geez, if I ever reveal that, then this has to be how I'd be dealt with, how I'd be treated, how they'd feel.
He was on the red carpet. I don't know if you saw this or not with Denise Richards.
I did. What are they trying to prove? That's interesting.
Don't tell me there's a reality show coming.
Well, he's been on hers. He's shown up, so I guess they're cool.
Together again. Speaking of docs, I Like Me documentary. The trailer has been revealed on John Candy. You know, he died in 1994. The documentary features never-before-seen clips from his life, interviews with dozens of his friends, of course, produced by Ryan Reynolds. Let's take a look.
I can't tell you what was right about John Candy or what was wrong. But he was my friend, and I don't want to cry, but when I see him, when you see his face, I mean...
Who are you? I'm a Mog. Half man, half dog.
Gus Polinski, Polka King of the Midwest. Del Griffith, Director of Sales, Shower Curtain Ring Division.
This is a lovable guy. This is a guy who, the minute you see his face, you're going to smile. He was amazingly funny.
Thank you.
He was one of the top performers out of all of them.
Guess my secret to acting would be I pretend real hard.
Even though John did distinctly different characters, John was always there.
He was so gentlemanly and so Canadian.
Nobody had bigger expectations for himself than John.
Yeah, you watch all these clips. He was so funny. Ryan Reynolds was on the red carpet at the Toronto Film Festival talking about this doc.
Anybody over the age of 40, they go, oh, hello. No. They miss them, you know, and I think, you know, there's something really beautiful about bringing to the screen something people desperately miss, but don't necessarily know they miss. And that's what this is. And I think, you know, it's a stark reminder that, you know, joy in cinema, joy in whatever it is that you do, you know, you don't have to punch down ever. John never punched down. He's classy to the end. I mean, he's just like one of those guys that was really rare, and the whole hole he left has just never really been filled. And he's a fascinating person to talk about. There aren't a lot of scandals, but that doesn't mean he's not. It doesn't make it any less fascinating.
So that doc, I Like Me, will premiere October 10th on Prime Video, directed by Colin Hanks, produced by Ryan Reynolds. Looks really good. Have you been watching Sydney Sweeney in all these interviews? Because she's playing Christy Martin, who is the real-life professional boxer. Wow. This is what she had to do to gain 30 pounds for her role.
I had a nutritionist work with me, as well as a weight trainer and a boxing trainer, and we upped my calorie intake, and I started taking a lot of protein shakes and supplements and eating everything. I ate a lot of Smuckers, PB&J sandwiches, milkshakes, kind of just constantly always eating because we were so active. I was constantly burning it all off at the same time, so keeping it all up was quite a challenge.
I don't know how she did all that, gained all that weight, and now has lost it all so fast.
It's weird, I know. I was thinking the same thing because I've seen her and she looks fantastic. That movie Christie's coming out November 7th. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast. Today, we're going to talk about what if you came across $50,000. What would you do?
Put it into a tax-advantaged retirement account.
The mortgage, that's what we do.
Make a down payment on a home.
Something nice.
Buying a vehicle.
A separate bucket for this addition that we're adding.
$50,000, I'll buy a new podcast
You'll
partner.
buy new friends. And we're done. Thanks for playing, everybody. We're out of here. Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.